I didn't see this area over here. Well, maybe I can look at it. Ooh, lockpicking. I didn't think I was gonna do this. Yeah, okay.
Damnation, I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, well, I didn't even know I was gonna do that, and unfortunately I broke it, so, oh well. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck all this means. St. Brendan, the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Okay. It must be, obviously, the language of the cultists. I wonder why they don't like him. What did he do wrong? Okay. So we gotta find a different way to get into the warehouse. I wish I could have seen what the hell is in there. But I think I permanently broke the padlock, so that kind of sucks. Oh! Well, never mind. Okay. This looked like a back way into the warehouse, which would have been awesome. Because look at that. Like, realistically, if no one was looking over here, I could just climb these boxes and get over the fence. And the warehouse is right there. But... oh well.
Well, well, look who's back. Did you miss us?
Did we? Okay, there's nothing
I've taken
here.
enough of your time.
We'll see.
Fine, okay. I need to talk to Fitzroy or something. Fitzroy or this police officer.
You again?
No.
Yeah, fuck off then. Okay. Useless guy. You again. We had a cordial conversation.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Hey, Fitz.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
So... no, I can't talk about
I shall be
anything.
Oh,
on my way.
So come back and see.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. I guess I could go into the bar and maybe ask around.
You again.
We do have a few options that we didn't have before.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors.
I think I already heard this
Sailors
stuff.
from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse and screams.
Scream.
And that's not
Yeah, we heard all
anything.
this.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Yeah, I guess if they're running a business there, you just have to be like, yeah, maybe he'll get eventually, or not. Either way, it benefits us.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved dock water from famine.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all know, and
Yeah,
I've got what.
and nothing else there. Okay, we gotta go.
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break?
Oh.
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Should I approach her? I'm gonna approach her. Hello!
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Tell the truth, lie? This is an important choice. I could lie to her, or I could tell her the truth and maybe she'll be a little bit more like, oh, so you're not here to do anything. Or she might have something to hide in the whole Hawkins case, and therefore I might be screwing myself if I tell the truth. But I'll be an honest man.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Okay, I thought she was the biggest danger. Who?
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us.
Oh.
And they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Oh. So she fears the people who came before. She has... That's interesting. She's not the toppest dog around.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Fair. Look, I just want to get in the warehouse.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed.
Okay.
Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Yeah, of course I accept. I mean, I'm a private investigator. I don't know what you think I can do for you.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
Hey, someone cleans them up eventually.
Police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Why do I walk faster than you? I try to crouch to like go slower than her, but it's just so weird being so damn low to the ground. But it works. I'm going at the same pace. I really hate that we still have this kind of issue in games. I don't want to walk faster than somebody. I want to keep pace.
It's fine. He's with me.
Okay.
They just have to accept it. Hey boys, I'm back! Look, honesty got us into the place. We didn't have to lie or do anything weird. In the future, we might have to lie. But, currently, I don't know. The worst problem about options that say lie is I want to see what the fucking lie is going to be. I don't want to just be like, lie, and then he says something stupid. I want to see a detailed response.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
And if it doesn't do that, then I'm probably just going to choose to tell the truth more often than not. Because I don't want to tell a lie, and then it's just like the most ridiculous thing ever said, and of course it fails. Oh, you can, like, you know, lock picks, okay.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Wait, is this the warehouse? Oh, I thought it was the big one. But if this is warehouse 36, then that works.
Stinks.
Do I have 3 CP.
What is
still
the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
So this place probably wasn't... Ooh, to enter a reconstruction scene, hold the left and right mouse button. Well, before I do that, I want to take a look around at this place before. Here's a painting of some fish-looking guy. Ew, look at these fish heads. Why are they still dripping blood? That must mean they're either fresh... or someone, you know, missed something in development. Intriguing. Let's reconstruct the scene. What happened here? Okay, so we probably have to, like, look around and kind of look at every single individual item to really, truly see what happened.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Her husband?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
A crazy cultist who's seeing visions?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Well, they didn't really, I guess, need to care about accessibility. They're just like, nah, it's all on the floor. At least I can reach it and eat it.
What happened here?
I wonder if I'd had higher psychology, we would have been like, ah, he must not have liked the image in his head. Ah.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Charles and Sarah Hawkins. It could be Simon. Simon, or maybe Charles. Maybe someone survived, or maybe a lover. No, that wouldn't. Why would they have Charles Hawkins if they were a lover? It could just be Simon.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Well, I think I got everything we can here, at least everything that's glowing. So someone's staying here. Someone who has an interest in Sarah and Charles Hawkins. Maybe more Sarah Hawkins than Charles because he's obsessed with the paintings of this figure that she's seen. And then obviously trying to find out information about her herself. Sleeps at the picture. And this makes me think of Simon. But would Simon, the 11-year-old, be living in a place like this, or is it just some creepy person?
Someone has settled in here.
Oh shit.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
I wasn't going to?
Has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Threaten the police officer? What? Strength and professional. Hold to test psychology. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. The case is far from being wound up. Well, let's team up.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Your car's the one blocking
Andrews,
it? Wow.
Would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
I didn't realize Warehouse 36 was, oh shit, was right behind Andrews.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Well, he's not that big.
Keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Oh, that's the scar.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
What the hell do you... What is... Lady, I'm investigating the case.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh shit, that's pretty far up there.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Well, as long as nothing stops us along the way. This was all a little bit abrupt for the cops to just suddenly show up and be like, what are you doing in here? I told everybody the truth. I'm investigating the Hawkins case, but at least the psychology test paid off, and he's down for helping me out. Alright, Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Okay, I'm expecting things to get really real in the mansion. Oh no, we're being observed from the shadows by someone. But yeah, maybe Simon is legitimately dead if they did find a corpse of a kid.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay, what about Silas or whoever? You're not the first to talk about Winchester. Oh, there you go.
Your partner Andrews warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I want to head up, or not yet. I want to talk about all these other things. Charles, or rather, Silas Winchester might be the person who's still obsessed about things.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Are you gonna ask me that every single question? Because, I got a lot to ask you about.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
No, I'm listening. Hold on.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Always. I don't even think I can go up there until I've asked every single question. Actually, maybe like, oh no, let's not waste any time. I didn't see that.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
No, that's about it. I'm glad that you're at least a decent police officer, Bradley, at least in some kind of way. I hope it stays that way.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Thank you.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
The only problem with having Bradley there is that he might prevent us from being super snoopy. And he might just try to guide us around, whereas I would love to look around manually. Like, what the fuck is over here? Is this a cemetery? There's not much here yet, but you can see a nice shot of the lighthouse from here. And is there a small wooden whale? A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for the children. Intriguing. That might be something that Charles had. For Simon. Okay. Well, we didn't get much there, and then you have this fallen tree.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like all life has abandoned the entire island in general, so, I mean, that shouldn't be much of a surprise. Hilltop house built in 1963.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Huh. Okay. Mansion built in 1693. That won't help us too much, but I mean, that's hella old. Okay. We're gonna follow him because there's the cemetery. It looks like he's looking at the gravestones of probably the Hawkins family. Oh my. Who broke the vases? Someone wasn't happy with Charles.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen enough.
I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
It's okay,
What kind
Mr.
of
Bradley.
deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Okay, Bradley, get it. Stop monologuing. I'm trying to investigate. Because there might be clues around here, something that could help us figure out things. Like, we didn't talk at all about why these vases are just kind of broken. Someone came here and defiled these gravestones.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Yeah, that'd probably be Silas. Maybe. Okay, Mr. Bradley, I'm gonna begin moving forward. Here's another lantern that I cannot pick up for myself. If we hadn't picked up a lantern in the beginning of the game, then, you know, I wouldn't be worried about it. But we did, so I know at some point we're gonna have one on the regular. I heard creepy music. I thought maybe something was missed. I hope nothing was missed, but it is just a creepy place in general. The front door seems to be boarded up.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Did you hear that? I fully expect the mansion to be the place where everything starts to go wrong. Where we start seeing visions, or maybe we get outright attacked by creatures or
This
cultists.
entrance is still in use.
Oh, it's all lit up. Why do I have to look so damn suspicious? Ah!
Whoa!
Jesus!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
He's not gonna lower the full
I'll
axe.
show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I grab his axe. Do not defile this place. I'll do
You
that.
haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Could I convince you otherwise? You really should. You shouldn't really need this key. I'll do that.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Uh-huh.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Wow, he gave that over pretty readily. Hey, Bradley, where the fuck were you, huh? Sitting there mourning the dead, and I was about to become one. Okay. Just gonna give a quick glance of what's
This gate
around
is locked.
before we go inside and may never leave. Who knows, the mansion could have a whole underground area under it. H.P. Lovecraft, from the few stories that I've listened to and read, really liked his stories of people having like secret everything hidden away underneath their places of residences. Whether it's an old mansion or an apartment complex or something.
Empty, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's gotta keep himself sane somehow. Oh. Well, I can't do anything here. Maybe at some point we'll be able to, like, kind of, like, watch Silas talk to himself or something.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
We should talk to the old man at some point.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Yeah, I mean, we can relate. We're survivors. We have a bit of survivor's guilt. You never know how deep that can affect a person. So we could have a nice talk with Silas once he's calmed down. Hey, Bradley.
Shall we enter?
Yeah.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say to him. Alright, let's get inside.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Okay, Hawkins Mansion. What's up with this thing over on the right? Look at the shadow. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. This place is going to be pretty big. We're going to find out a whole lot more than just what happened to the fire.
I know the place.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen that much.
This light on?
Oh, there really are vermin around here. Okay, I do have enough points to upgrade things. I feel like going for psychology will be a good bet because, I mean, we just passed getting Bradley on here because of a psychology check. Strength would probably be good too, but the only thing with that is it seems to just be like the really violent option, and I feel like it's not going to work out that much unless you max it out. So really currently we're going to do psychology, and then later on I'll have to just figure things out because we can either go for investigation or eloquence. Everything is going to be pretty much evened out in terms of like I need to spend 6 CP on something. Validate. Ah yes, now I understand more about the human condition.